Music is like a dream, one that I cannot hear. Silence is a lie that screams at the light. Live the life you wish to. Date the man you wish to date. And stop looking to your family for affirmation for the choices that you make. Life is full of risks. You can't live your life in fear of how people will judge you for following your dreams. There is a master way with words which is not learned but is instead developed. A deaf man develops exceptional vision. A blind man exceptional hearing. A silent man, when given a piece of paper. Listen to all the conversations of our world, between nations as well as between individuals. They are, for the most part, dialogues of the deaf. If I hadn't lost my hearing, I wouldn't be where I am now. It forced me to maximize my own potential. I have to be better than the average person to succeed. I want to close my eyes and feel the memory of the moment only when it's us became only us, forever. Ken brought my hand to his lips and kissed it. I'd been paying so much attention to Ken. I didn't know what happened during the game. I don't think anyone cared too much what the outcome was after Ken's at-bat. Scissors, scissors, have ye got and scissors? Are ye deaf? Do not shout at me, Mr. Quill, said John Adams. Justice may be blind, but she is not deaf. For the rest of our lives, all we can hear are our names chanted over and over, until we are deaf to everything else. We're deaf men working as musicians. We play the music but we can't hear it. A man who has no discipline to keep a deaf ear to words birthed out of anger, jealousy and envy will spend all his life fighting a defeated war. Spoken names should be banned. Rose looked like Ross. Matt looked like Pat. Ian looked like nothing at all. Everyone should have a sign name. You didn't know your dog was deaf? No, we thought it was stupid. We believe that we're listening. But what we're most often listening to is the voice in our head that's telling us not to listen. Therefore, we listen so as to hear nothing. I want to feel breath on my ears. They aren't dead. They can still feel. Deaf audience resilience in the ambiance of loud music is neither inconvenience nor patience because it is not in their experience. There are pains that have no name, no shape. Deaf and dumb pain. Your Homer is here with me. Mute or rather in fact deaf am I, in front of him. But I am happy to gaze upon him and often hug him and, sighing, say, great man, how I would love to hear you. Sometimes, I am unable to resist an unknown force which pushes me to go beyond my limits and makes me a deaf for listening to all the fuck that others say and think about me. Does being deaf determine my worth? Dot and Khalad is too engrossed in his work at the moment to hear us, much less be of use in conversation. To be a perfectionist is not the same as being deaf, Khalad said without looking up, and the bone witch laughed. People tend to pay attention to the guy who shouts and ignore the one who whispers. Every time I can't tell where someone's calling me from in a room, and every time I accidentally start to put my earbuds in both ears, I think about you. You won't even see what is put right on the table before you. Men, if it was raining soup, you'd be out there with a fork. Self-serving biases and self-centered agendas are cotton jammed in the ears of our conscience. Even if truth shouts, we can't hear it. He invited me to his home for Christmas dinner, and his little girl learned a few signs before I got there, and I taught her a few more. Your hearing status doesn't make you a better person. Your humanity does. A world without radio is a deaf world. A world without television is a blind world. A world without telephone is a dumb world. A world without communication is indeed a crippled world. Sometimes the loudest things in the world are the things you can't hear at all. Tilda. Julia was blind and deaf to the truth. She was ignorant. Did one reprove a blind woman for inability to see? Did one become angry with the deaf for not hearing? Even if all our senses fail to function, eyes turn blind and ears fail to listen, the heart will still listen, see and beat. Find your happiness before the music of this world falls on deaf ears. All deaf people would kill for an opportunity to spend the entire day listening to sober adults whine. When you do not respond to the needs of others, pretending you do not hear them, other people will also pretend they are deaf in time of your need. Your hearing status does not make you a better person. Your humanity does. There are none so deaf as those listening to "All by Myself" over and over and over again. Gonna pretend to be a deaf mute who knows no sign one day. Meet a woman, and we'll write for the rest of our lives.